Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the wall garden and we are going to fix my greenhouse. As you can see, this greenhouse has had quite a lot of damage due to last year's storm, and beginning of this year we had a lot of wind and we have a big oak tree just above it which has lost its branches, and therefore there is a lot of the glass missing. So today's job is going to take everything out. It's time for the pear tree and the peach trees to go out anyway. We are going to get rid of all the weeds in there. We're going to measure the glass, so my husband is going to give me a hand with that. Then we will go and buy the glass, collect the glass, and bring everything back to sort out the greenhouse together. So to bring it back to its former glory and then bring everything back in. So yeah, that's today's jobs, and yeah, let's crack on with it. Ooh, that could end badly. Right, so that's everything out in terms of pots, watering cans and other gardening equipment. So now we need to take these tables out. As you can see from the bend, they are not in great conditions, but I think they'll do for now, and that can be a project for the future.
Hang on.
Yep. I'll find a little bit of wood there. Ooh. That worked. Very good. Okay. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, got it.
Oh, well done.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, tree.
Oh, God.
Same again?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Oh, good. You got it?
Yep. Okay, I got it. Ooh, coming down.
Yeah, I've got it.
It's heavier. Ooh. Okay. If you go around that one, I can lift it now. Ooh, it's heavy, this one. Yeah, coming down, if you can steady it down, otherwise it's just going to drop and disintegrate. You got it? Okay, you got it? Okay.
Right, so as you can see, that's everything out. Unfortunately on the floor there are paving slabs, which means that, as you can see, everything can go through them. So yeah, it's not a concrete floor basically, so it will just have to stay like that for now. Again, that can be another project. And yeah, it's getting rather hot, so we're going to go and grab a drink, have a little sit for like 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and clear everything out. Is you stick? Why don't you eat my fingers? I'll put a little bit of water on your head because it's a bit hot. Oh, there's some big spiders. Oh, more spiders. Actually, there's quite a, maybe a small spider nest there. Oh. Yeah, that's what has been eating my courgettes. Let's put it outside in the shade. Put it in a pile.
I could actually plant that outside. Oh, bless you.
Oh, sorry. Can we replant it?
Yeah, we can replant
that's
this.
good. Let's put them in some water then.
We've got a bit of an issue there.
Yeah. I think there was a tree growing there
There was.
at some point.
So yeah, basically just there, on the other side of the glass, there was a tree that we cut down a few years ago, and it's all just popped the glass out where it grew, so it's going to be tricky because there's actually about that much soil in there now, so bit of a challenge, but sure we can sort something out. Can we plant those ferns? Almost there.
Yeah, a good brush in.
Bit in that corner.
Yeah, a bit in that corner.
So I'm just picking up all the bits of broken glass, which is obviously quite dangerous and not great to have around, so this is all going to go for recycling, so obviously leather gloves, and just being very careful and aware of it all the time because these bits are incredibly dangerous, as you can imagine. So just safely put them in a bucket. That will be smashing up, and then we'll take them to the dump to be recycled. So yeah, just collect the rest of the glass, give it a good sweep out, and we'll be ready to measure for the new glass.
Now your turn. It needs to be there.
Monkey, smash the glass.
Right, so we now have everything out of the greenhouse, so we are going to do the measurements for the glass. Looking around, we probably have 5 different types of glass, but usually the sizes are quite standard in greenhouses. So let's get measuring. Right, so here we have 24 inches. It's probably going to be pretty similar. Yeah, so that's 24 inches as well. So we have a piece of glass which is 24 by 24, quite standard measurement. So we are going to go around the greenhouse, take the other measurements, and we'll get back to you. Right, okay, so we've now taken all the measurements of the glass we need. We are now going to go and order it.
But yeah, I think we're going to call it a day for today because it is getting ridiculously hot in here. So yeah, we'll go and get the glass and then fit it another day. Okay, so it's a few weeks later now. As usual, we've had lots of other things going on, but we're now going to pick up the glass from our local glass place, which is Oakhampton Glass, and yeah, pick that up and carry on with the greenhouse project. I need to make sure this is very flat. Otherwise we'll go over the first bump and hear a big crack. And then we'll be back here again tomorrow.
There we go, last bit there. And off we go. Okay, so we are back a few more weeks later. We had quite a strong heat wave in England, which means that working in the greenhouse in the heat is not compatible. So yeah, we bought all the glass. We are now going to finish the greenhouse, put the glass in. Before we do that, we've identified a small issue in one of the corners, some bolts missing, and yeah, the metal frame is a bit wonky, so we'll start with that.
Okay, so I'm just taking out this glass to start with, very carefully because we didn't get extra pieces. Because I need to just pull this all back together with some new bolts, so yeah, I don't want that obviously falling down on top of me, so just very carefully taking the glass out and put it somewhere safe. That isn't that safe because it's actually just on the ground. Make sure I get all the little clips out, which of course don't want to come out. There we go, that makes that a bit safer to work on. Oh, here comes a puss.
Chaton? Hello, chaton. Chaton puss? Oh, we are stretching.
Right, that's in. Oh, there's a cat. And then we need to bend that back in there. And of course it's all stuck. That needs to go down. And then we need to get a nut on there. Right, so we've got the corner all back together-ish. And now we need to start putting the glass in. So the issue we have is how this was assembled originally. They started by putting the first piece in the bottom and overlapping the pieces of glass, well, like that, and the next piece like that. So when we actually have pieces at the top that need replacing, that's fine, but at the bottom we probably have to take out all the pieces above first before we can do that. So bit annoying, but like this piece here, we'll probably have to take that piece out and then start and go back up. But yeah, bit of extra work, but shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, let's crack on and get it all done.
Yeah, this needs to be unclipped, but they're really tight. There we go. That's one. Oh god. Yeah, we're good. Hang on, I'm just going to pull that. Got one there. Okay, so we've got two more to go for that piece. Oh god. Yeah, one more. Oh, oh, I'm left-handed. That's why it's not easy. Oh, come on, little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, very gently. Right. I just got clips spreading in my face, but we're good. I think. A bit stuck. Oh, right. Okay. Now that was not too bad. Okay. So we've got little clips and little footy things.
Okay, so these are the two types of clips that we're going to be using to hold the glass in. So on the left you can see the one that's sort of made out of wire, and that's a sort of spring clip that actually clips into the frame, the aluminium frame of the greenhouse, and presses down on the glass into the rubber seals. And then the one on the right is like a little clip that goes between the pieces of glass because they overlap, and that stops the sort of piece above it sliding down, so it just sort of locks it in, which yeah, so quite basic. But these ones, the ones on the left, are a bit of a pain because they're very springy and they're not great on the fingers getting in.
Okay, so that needs to slide in there. There we go.
Right, so we're just about to do this bit at the back, and it's a bit tricky because we really need to be putting everything in from the outside, but as you can see there's lots of leaves and it's actually part of a tree stump there. There we go. There we go. Right, we just need to clean all of that out now to get the new ones in and somehow get around this tree stump, which is going to be tricky. So I'm just using an old rubbish saw to cut this because it's obviously covered in soil, so hopefully if we cut that, that'll make getting these two bits in easier there. I think unfortunately we're not going to be able to do much about that though. I mean, we can chop it away maybe with an axe or something, but I might just be able to squeeze my hand in there to get the clip in. So yeah, let's just get this bit out first. There we go. Hopefully that will just pull out now. Ta-da! Got it.
We've made good progress today, but unfortunately, yeah, there is the stump, so I think someone will have to crack out the chainsaw, which is a bit of a shame because we were in a good rhythm in putting the glass in, but never mind.
Well, like all these things, it takes longer than you expect it to in the first place, so yeah, probably need to get the chainsaw out and probably an axe and then other things and just get at least half of that stump out, because the problem is at the moment there is no way that we're going to get the clips in for the new glass at the bottom, so yeah, but that can wait for another day. And we're back. Well, not we, me. Mary's busy this morning, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to get on and tackle that stump. So had a bit of think about it. I think a chainsaw is going to cause a big mess because it's all covered in soil and I don't really want to wreck a chainsaw chain, and it could throw stones and just smash even more glass. So I'm going to try this reciprocating saw that I've got. It's a bit of an old rubbish one, so hopefully it does the job. I had to put out about 100 meters of extension lead because unfortunately I don't have a cordless one. It's just not the kind of tool that I use that regularly. But yeah, this would be a great opportunity for, as you see on so many YouTube channels, to be sponsored by one of these power bank mobile power station companies. But yeah, anyway, let's get on and try and at least cut some of this stump out so we can get the new glass in. Because it doesn't matter if it stays behind the glass, as long as we can actually get the new glass in. But yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward, I think. So let's crack on. Right, so that's all done. I've got the stump chopped away enough. Haven't taken the whole thing out because that would just be a lot of work, but I've got it enough to get our hands down to clip the glass in properly. So that's all good. It's getting really hot now, so I'm probably going to go and have an early lunch and then, yeah, get back on it. I think Mary should be free then, and we'll get the rest of the glass in and get this finished up.
There we go. That's one done. Hang on, I'm almost there. Oh, come on, you sausage. Yay, there we go. Got it. Whew. That was not fun. Okay. Oh, we can feel the competition building up.
Make sure the gasket's in.
The what?
The rubber.
Oh no. Oh no. I've dropped the wiki thing. Ah.
I might need you just to reach up and sort of push it down a bit in a second.
Well done, and who's picking up the pieces?
It's stuck. I have a feeling this piece here is supposed to come off before you put this piece on. Right, so before putting this piece in, because it all goes on top of each other, we have to unbolt this because it's actually impossible to get it in because there's these little pegs for the window, and unfortunately they're in the way of the glass going down, so hopefully just these two bolts here and should be able to get it out. Oh, that's lucky, that one's coming undone. Ish. Oh no, it's getting tight. I might just be able to slide it out of the way instead of actually taking it off. Ah, great, that one snapped. Oh, well. On the plus side, we can do that. And there's actually 3 heads already in there, so someone's had the same issue. So, I've got some new bolts to put this back. Annoyingly though, they're the wrong type of head. They're the special aluminium bolts for greenhouses. I was going to use some just normal zinc plated steel bolts, but as it's aluminium, you're supposed to use the proper aluminium bolts so you don't get electrolytic corrosion happening. So yeah, I've got the aluminium bolts, but they come in 2 different types. I got the square head ones, which are fine if you're actually putting the greenhouse together to start with, but if you're doing it afterwards, you need ones with a slightly different head shape. So what we're going to do is just get a file, and as it's aluminium, it shouldn't take too long, and just smooth out the edges, well, shrink the square in a bit to make it more of a rectangle, and then it will just click in and turn without needing to take the whole thing apart. Right, so I've got all the bolts filed so they're actually fitting now, so we can put them in and get this bolted down. Yeah, all back together.
Hello? Bah oui. Oh. Happy with that. So we're almost there. That's nice because it's been hard work, and we just have the 2 bits on the roof to finish off, and we'll be there.
Yep, so just the 2 windows in the roof. It's incredibly hot in here, and yeah, it's probably, we've done a lot of time lapse, so it probably looks like it's been very easy, but actually it's been quite hard work. So yeah, I'll just show you what we need to do on the 2 opening windows in the roof, and then that will be it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get that done. These are the 2 frames for the windows in the roof that open like the skylights basically. One of them's still got its rubber gasket in, the other one hasn't. We managed to get some replacement rubber gasket that the glass sits on to stop the glass sort of going against the metal. It's not quite the same because they don't make this one anymore, but it should do. So we just need to cut that to size first. They're also a bit wiggly, so probably need to straighten them up a bit. So yeah, let's do that now. Just comes on like a roll, although we've got 5 metre solids, most of it's good, and just clicks in. So yeah, just get a nice straight cut on that end. And just place it in the slot. Right, we can get the glass in now. Now you'll see I'm not wearing gloves with this bit because this is a full sheet and it's actually got the factory ground edges on it, so it's obviously you still have to be careful, but it's a lot safer than the sharp cut edges of the smaller pieces. So yeah, that just clicks in there like that. Even though putting over 100 of these already, still struggling to get them around the right way first time. Okay, there we go. So that is all done. I'm ready to go back up on the roof. So just do the other one and then we'll show you them installed, because the other one is exactly the same, but I just don't need to put the gasket in. Under there, that clips in there, I think. Okay, that might be it. Yeah, I think we got it. Yeah, that's done. That's in. Yeah, that can just open up on there, or close like that. I think that one's in as well. Ooh, this one's a bit bent. Just straighten that out a bit. Unfortunately, I think the wind took these for a ride, so they are a bit bent, but it fits. So, there we go. That, oh, as I punch out another piece of glass. So that is all the glass done and back in. So we just need to tidy it all out now and get the tables back in, and that will be job done for the day. So you can probably see we're rather sweating. Right, so actually we're going to do the tidying up another day because I'd like to go to the cinema and I've actually booked some tickets. So that was a surprise. So actually, no, we are not finishing it completely today. We are off to the cinema. Which is actually music to my ears because I must admit, yeah, I'm really tired and soggy and yeah. There you go, nice bit of sugary popcorn will sort you out. So yeah, we will give you a final tour when it's all back together. That's it. We have now completed and finished the greenhouse. We've put everything back together. We had to get rid of one of the benches because it was in quite a poor condition. Plus, I like having a bit more space in the greenhouse. So yeah, I'm really happy that it's finished and operational. Just waiting now for next spring to crack on with the seeds and everything. So yeah, it took quite a lot longer than we were expecting, as most jobs tend to. But yeah, it looks really good now, and you can't really tell. That's the thing. I don't know how easily you're going to be able to tell, but there are no big holes in it anymore. And yeah, all the glass is replaced, no cracks, no breaks, nothing. So it's all good and in good condition. But yeah, hopefully you can see that, because obviously filming glass is a bit tricky. So yeah, thank you for watching. And if you could subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell, all the usual stuff, that would be really appreciated. So yeah, thanks for watching. and see you next time on Welcome to the Country.
See you soon.
Bye.